17K Tarot. This is an all signs reading, Aries all the way to Pisces. What does the universe have for all signs? Messages from the universe. This will be available on my YouTube live page once it's all done. So welcome in. We're gonna start off with Aries. Message from the universe to Aries. What do we have? All right, we have Nine of Wands and Seven of Swords. You are protecting some sort of truth. What is this that you're protecting? What's the Six of Wands? Okay, it looks like you're protecting some sort of idea. You're wanting to go to a different direction, but whoever you're surrounded with may not know or fully relate to what you're about to embark on. So you're keeping it a secret and you're protecting that. You're protecting whatever this project you are to do. What else? You pulled the Six of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. Who's the Queen of Cups? I think your goal right now is to kind of like free yourself from, I don't know, like societal expectations. What's the fear here? What's the Five of Wands? I feel like right now you're still kind of like looking for answers. You do have like a sense of excitement and like knowing where you're wanting to go, but knowing how to get there you're not fully sure of. So right now you could just be recognizing patterns of, you know, self-sabotaging, knowing where to invest your time, knowing what you like. So there's that. You're still kind of like brainstorming, where is my peace, where is my happiness? So I see an Aries who's like starting to open their heart, essentially. Any last messages from the universe? Advice from the universe? Okay, advice from universe is to, if you set out a project or a sense of belief, stand by it, even though it goes against the grain. Walk from anything and anyone that is not agreeing with this new version of yourself. Just know there's billions of people and you don't have to go search for them. You can, it's like to walk earth knowing who you are, you will attract the people that is meant to be there for you. David Campbell, hi from Scotland. Ooh, very cool. If you guys find yourself here, please like, share, and follow. I am now on Aries, moving on to Taurus. So, what does the universe have to tell Taurus? Universe to Taurus. Alright, you have the King of Swords. What else? Two of Cups. What else? RF 2008. Wow, everyone's from Scotland? That's so cool. What is like the coolest thing about Scotland? Like snacks or like food or like drinks or I don't know, like games, I guess. That's really cool. Okay, Ace of Wands. Just me, Morocco, cool. Everyone is like from everywhere. That's so cool. I'm very fortunate to be in front of international people. Merry Christmas, Zika. All right, what's the Ace of Wands for Taurus? Five of Pentacles. What's the Two of Cups? Five of Wands. Okay, so I'm speaking to a Taurus who is trying to create change. You see like a connection working out for you, but there's going to be changes in the home life, the how you move about Earth. But it's mainly like money. It's almost like you have to kind of like change your lifestyle a bit to accommodate a specific connection. It's like, it's not to say that you need to accommodate to it, but it's almost like you're seeing that you need to change your ways in order to achieve this like higher love. What can Taurus expect moving forward with this Two of Cups? Four of Wands, Six of Cups. Yeah, whoever you're dealing with, Taurus, I feel like you guys are like two like separate roles. Like one could be very logical, one is very much spiritual. There's going to be a union, so expect to like see them again. How does Taurus feel about this? You're very excited. You're very excited. What is the Eight of Pentacles? What's the Joker? What does this mean? Oh, are you cutting them off? Huh. Sorry guys, I'm just like clarifying this. What does the Three of Swords mean? So are you walking away from the Queen of Wands? What does Taurus want? Clarity. What is this? Okay, so I'm talking to a Taurus who's kind of like closed off to whoever this connection is, and I feel like even though you see, I don't know, there's just so much differences. There's so much differences, but I feel like right now you're like so engulfed in family matters, what your family wants for you, and so that's kind of like what you're going to focus on, because I see you here kind of like just literally like focused on your finances, but at the same time, like when you are with this person, they kind of they almost like unarm you, like they show you a different way of money, but there's such a big influence with like your mom and dad. But the more you kind of compare like this person's way of speaking in comparison to like your mom and dad speaking about money, about life in general, you're kind of like, I don't know, seeing the ways of another person. So someone's pretty much like opening like your eyes to something, like a new horizon. What can Taurus expect moving forward? I feel like you're gonna open your heart to this person. I feel like they're like, you're starting to see their like language, and you're starting to see like the two different sides of the coins. That's what I'm getting. You're still kind of confused as to what it is that you're feeling, but I feel like how does Taurus feel about this person? I feel like there's not a lot of talking happening, but I feel like the more you think about this person and the more life moves on, you are starting to see what they're saying. So they're a little bit advanced in whatever it is that they're like speaking of. So it's almost like this person came to your life as a means to like teach you a lesson or open your eyes to like new horizons. Yeah. So right now it's just looking more like a lesson, a catalyst for your growth. That's what I have for your Taurus. We're going to be moving on to Gemini. All right, Gemini, what do we have for you? If you guys find yourself here, please like, share, and follow. Gemini. Universe's message for Gemini. All right, you pulled the Knight of Wands and the Six of Swords. I feel like you're choosing peace over chaos. I feel like you're just being magnetized to like a different direction altogether. What else? Six of Wands. But right now you're just in this phase of still kind of feeling stagnant. It's like you know the higher road to take, but there's still people around you, situations around you that's creating this stagnancy. It looks like you have the path forward to move. You have the resources to go about where you're needing to go. But you must not let other people kind of like hold you back. Because I feel like there's these two people that's kind of like still, you know, like, don't go. But it's like, you gotta move forward. What else for Gemini? What is the obstacles? What must Gemini do? Speak the truth. So in order to release yourself from this mental conflict that you're having and from continuing to like put on a facade, you have to speak your truth. The truth will set you free. That's what the message is from the universe. Moving on to Cancer. Moving on to Cancer. If you guys find yourself here, please like, share, and follow. Universe message for Cancer. You pulled Two of Swords. What else? I feel like you're waiting on a truth from an earth sign probably. Or this is you kind of like making a decision to focus on your finances. What else? What is the Seven of Cups? I feel like you don't quite know where you're heading, but you are making the steps and effort to continue about working on the everyday things. And so it's like you're not really caught up in the chaos of the world, and you're like staying in like, you know, like the eye of the storm where it's like calm. So there's a sense of Cancer refraining from making any decisions right now and just sitting still. Yep. Purpose and stillness. That's what I have for Cancer. What else from the universe? What else from the universe? Let go of anything that's not serving you right now. Know that everyone, I'm just getting, you're not the only traveler in the world. So Cancers being a cardinal sign, you like to like leap forward and like take risk, you know, but there are signs, like fixed signs, mutable signs, that's more of like a speed of a snail when it comes to other things. You know, like let's say earth signs, they're very good with money, but when it comes to like spirituality and like making decisions like head on, they're not the same as like Aries, Cancers, Libra, any cardinal signs essentially. And so, you know, the universe is pretty much saying that everyone has different pace. So if they are not meeting you where you're at, continue working, moving forward. And know that what's meant for you will always catch up some way, somehow. But there are times in everyone's chapter where there's, you know, like disconnect, only to meet again stronger than ever before. Anything else for Cancer? When you keep doing this, it looks like you are, it's like you're rewarded with things, because it's like you have an understanding of Like, you have an understanding of seasons, you have an understanding of balance, duality, non-duality. What is now, what is happening for you now, what's right in front of you, that's where your attention is going to be. So you could be seeing a lot of synchronicities. I'm getting 7-7 and 6-6, 1-1. Yeah, there's a sense of you knowing now how to balance love, logic, taking rest, action. I like this for you, and I feel like you are opening you're opening the door to your creativity and abundance when you let go of overthinking and logic. It's like every 24 hours you're just saying, okay, does this help my mind? If not, you put your focus on other things and trusting that, you don't know the story of what the universe is like having for someone, and so you're just not gonna decide and just focusing on yourself. I really like this for you, Cancer. It's almost like knowing that at the end of the day you are secured because you know yourself. So whoever wants to be there will be there. Whoever, if you don't want it, you don't want it. If you want it, you want it. It's like simplifying. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. We're going to be moving on to Leo. What do we have for Leo? If you guys find yourself here, please like, share, and follow. Like, share, and follow. Hello, everyone. What do we have for Leo? Universe to Leo. Universe to Leo. I feel like you're really saddened about being away from someone. It's almost like there's a trip that you went to that you kind of already planned for, but at the same time it's like you have to go. Wait, what is this? Why are you feeling sad? Yeah, why are you feeling sad? Why are you feeling sad? I'm talking to a Leo who's like crying a lot, feeling really sad about a connection. Why? What's the Knight of Pentacles? I feel like you want to invest in a connection, but somehow there's a trip, there's a vacation, there's something that you're needing to do that takes you away from this person. And so you feel really sad that like you are, spending money, spending time with people, places, and things that's like not really making you happy. And it's like you just want to be with your person, you want to invest in your person. I don't want to be here right now. Okay. So what are you to do, Leo? What should you do? Advice for Leo. Advice for Leo. What is the Queen of Pentacles? Okay, so pretty much the advice for you here is like, okay, you can't change the outcome right now. You made your choices, you lay in it. Now that you know that this is what you're dealing with today and how you're feeling with these choices, all you can do right now is plan the next steps moving forward and what makes you happy, and then proceed with that. There's a big emphasis here on upping your finances. What else? Yeah, kind of like following where you're happy. It looks like you're being asked to take new directions in life and releasing yourself from anything that's like that's not worth it. So it's like if people are asking you to buy something, or it's like don't spend that money towards that. Save that money for, I don't know, going out on coffee with someone you really cherish and value. Not everything happy is met with materialistic things. It could be as simple as going to the park. And I feel like that's what you're longing for, to be more around nature and someone who is going to value you for your soul rather than what you can give. That's what I have for Leo. Moving on to Virgo. We're moving on to Virgo. What does the universe want to tell Virgo? If you guys find yourself here, please like, share, and follow. This video will be available in my YouTube live page once it's all done. Virgo, what does the universe want to tell Virgo? Six of Cups, Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, Six of Wands. It looks like you're wanting to reconcile fast with someone. You could be seeing a lot of 666. There's a sense that you've come to some sort of epiphany, a realization about someone. It's kind of like you learned a lesson. And it's like, oh shit, I didn't know. Now that I know, I kind of want to tell this person, like, what happened then. So it's almost like you probably, it's like something happened in the past where, like, you both didn't match, but now you're having an understanding as to why this person acted the way they did. And now that you know, it's kind of like, I want to make it up. I want to give them that closure. Very good, Virgo. What else? Two of Pentacles. What is this Two of Pentacles for Virgo? Four of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Yeah. Okay, what is this Four of Pentacles? What is Virgo realizing? I see. So I feel like you realize that you could have contributed to why a connection didn't work because you self-sabotage in a way where you could have, I don't know, like projected a mother wound. And so what you did was you didn't see this person's value, so you decided to just focus on money. And you didn't know this was real love. And so you kind of sacrificed real love with money because you didn't know. You didn't know what real love was. And it made you reflect on, you know, your abandonment issues, your relationship with your mom, things like that. And I feel like now that you know, you're crying a lot about it because it's almost like you fumbled. It's like receiving a blessing at a time you didn't know. So it acted more of like a spiritual lesson for you than it is. Yeah, it's kind of like you're going after your true love and you're in a hurry. And I'm just getting whatever it takes, I'm gonna go after you. That's what I have for you, Virgo. Moving on. Moving on to Libra. Universe's message for Libra. Ace of Swords, Three of Cups, Seven of Swords. Okay. I see a Libra here moving in silence. You're not really telling your friends and family the truth about a specific connection. I feel like these people don't understand. It's almost like, let's say, how do I call this? I just feel like family and friends will not understand the relationship you have with this person. And so you're protecting it by not saying so much. Yeah, it's kind of like, it's like if you're hanging out with people, you're just kind of like mouth shut. I don't know. Not sharing. What else? What else? What else from the universe? Libra. This is for Libra. What does Libra want? Sorry guys, just thinking. So it looks like a mom and dad or someone around you will not understand this connection or just the mindset that you have with a specific person. You're wanting to protect your peace and this new beginning that you're having with a person, so you're kind of moving in silence. I feel like your mom and dad, it's like it's one of those things where like I don't know, your family line is just like a lawyer, and so you went about your destiny being a lawyer too, because your dad or your mom is a lawyer, and so they're supporting you in that sense. They want you to go there, blah blah blah. But it's like you found the love of your life, and it's like it made you look at the world differently, and it's like, you know, it's changing you in a good way. And now you're just kind of protecting your boundaries from all the rules and things that your mom and dad is like setting out for you. And so you're in this stage right now where you are, you're standing on you're standing on your belief. So I don't know what age you're on, but essentially you are standing up for your rights to be an adult. You're standing up for, you're just standing up for what you know, because that is your life. You're you're owed to live in it, you know, bask in it, not controlled by parents. Otherwise, like, who are you living for? You or your parents? That's what I have, Libra. So continue doing that. You're in a good mission. Moving on to Scorpio. Scorpio, what do we have for you? Sorry, little coffee break. I'm depleted. Running low. Okay. Ouch. What do we have for Scorpio? Ryan, Pisces is going to be at the very end. If you don't want to stay, this video will be available on my YouTube live page once I'm done. Yeah. Everyone, if you guys find yourself here, please like, share, and follow. I do this every Thursday, so stay tuned. Okay. Universe's message for Scorpio. You got the Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like I'm getting a Scorpio who is going outside. There's a sense of like you glamming up. Social networking. Hello, Gabrielle Queen. Hello, Queen. Queen of Pentacles. I feel like I'm getting a Scorpio who is like amping their beauty. You're amping your beauty, Scorpio. There's a sense of like you bridging like your world. I don't know, what does this mean? It's very cool. What is this for Scorpio? It's kind of like you're going out in the world showcasing who you are in all facets of like yourself, and it's giving you confidence. I feel like you're not afraid to like showcase your times of sadness. You're not afraid to showcase your love for wanting a family. You're willing to showcase who you are out in the world as like everything and everyone. If I don't know why that's not making any sense. Thank you. Make sure to follow and like. Love being here for you guys. Um, there's a sense of like a Scorpio who has made like let's say I'm one person. 88 could be a significant number. So let's say you're a Scorpio, right? You've learned how to be your dad. You've learned how to be a mom to yourself. And so it's like, I don't know, it's like a sense of like you've became the mom and dad for the child that you were never really treated to be. So you're replenishing yourself and almost like investing in the child that no one has invested in. And you know how to be the mom and dad for yourself. So you're investing in the child that you once were, and kind of like, I don't know, it's like a whole different level of self-love. Yeah, I like it. 10, 10, 10, 8, 8 is visible here. Anything else for Scorpio? What's the 2 of Wands? What else? Yeah. Yeah, there's a sense of like you finding your ways in the world, your confidence, and how your confidence shows up in the material world, how you showcase yourself is going to reflect on your finances as well. There's a sense of that. I really like it. I really like it. Scorpios are usually like pretty deep, like when it comes to spirituality and emotions, where not a lot of people can understand that depth that they have, and so they can understand a lot of people more than they can themselves as an individual. And so it's really cool how you can like use those like facets to like fill the void within you, because Scorpio rules the underworld. So it's like, how do you, it's like you made a really good underworld is what I'm getting. So that's the message for you from the universe, Scorpio. Moving on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. What does the universe have for Sagittarius? 3 of Wands. 7 of Wands. What is this? 3 of Swords. What is the 3 of Swords? Okay, I feel like right now, what is the 3 of Wands? 10 of Pentacles. I feel like Sagittarius, you're after new beginnings, new connection. You want to go out there and find your person. There's a sense of like you finding out the truth in something. It just kind of left you like really sad and like heartbroken, betrayed a little bit. So right now we're talking to a Sagittarius who's like protecting their boundaries, keeping to themselves until they're ready to go out there again and like pursue the next excitement in life. What is this? Yeah, you're choosing peace over chaos. What happened here? Who did Sagittarius cut off? Who is this? It could be like a sibling. I'm getting like sibling vibes where like the siblings are kind of like manipulative, and it depleted you with, it's almost like you know, when like, it could be friends too, but there's a sense of them like kind of like manipulating your emotions. It's like they're using emotions to guilt trip you into like getting what they want. It could be like finances or something. It's like, if you really loved me, you would buy me these sneakers, please. So it's kind of like you're starting to see the ungratefulness that's happening, and how your energy is being used for like some like somebody else's own benefits, but they're not really like giving back or contributing to your peace. If anything, it just made you feel a little bit more cold, because it's like they don't understand the hard work of when you give money. It's like you're willing to give that money, but to earn money, to think about money, to wake up every single day to earn that money, to sleep and to eat so that way you can show up for work to get that money, it's like these people are just not worth that, you know? That's what I'm getting here. So it's great. You're recognizing the investments and discerning people who deserve and don't deserve it. Moving on to Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, what does the universe have for you? Universe to Capricorn. So 8 of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Capricorn. Okay, what is the 8 of Swords? 3 of Wands. Capricorn. What are you deciding on? What are you deciding on? Not sure. You're not sure what you're deciding on. What is it that you're leaving behind though? Where are you going? Okay. So I feel like you want, okay, we're talking to a Capricorn who has like so many ideas. But let's say you have 2 ideas. You don't know if you should invest in that or you should invest in this. You're trying to kind of like weigh it out. Like, from my heart space, do I want this? Logically, does it make sense? There's a sense of like that. It's like you're trying to rebuild something, but you're not sure, so you're kind of like up in the air. Right now, though, you're prioritizing your money, so you're just kind of like working until you know you have time to like get back to it. But there's a sense of like it's still in the back burner. Like, what are you waiting on, Cap? What is this? What's the 9 of Wands? I feel like you're working on like your finances hardcore, because whatever it is that you're wanting to embark on, you want it to be like really big and stable. And so you're kind of perfecting, like, I don't know, like you could be worrying about money a lot because it's like I need to sustain, like if I want a new project, I need this much money on it, to a point where like you're not investing in the actual idea itself. So it's kind of taken a back burner at this moment. But why do you need to know that? What is the advice here for a Cap? What's the 9 of Wands? I feel like if you want to concentrate on your ideas and also your money, you could do that simultaneously. You can. But I think there's someone around you that's kind of distracting you away from that and having you more focused on the finance aspect, making like the passion project dry. Because why? Family is important. I don't know if there's like a mother figure around you that's like saying, oh, you gotta focus on your money because you got to provide for us. It's one of those like guilt trippy moments, and you feel just obligated to like follow suit because you love your mom, that kind of thing. Thank you. I am having a great Christmas, spending it doing my purpose. Yeah, so it's like if you want that new happy life where you're able to govern your own world and have more space and freedom to like think about yourself, external of all forces, you have to move away from your family. You have to structure. It's almost like you gotta learn independence, if that makes sense. Even though you're independent with money, you're independent with your heart, like your mind and heart is your own. But if it's still being governed by the family history, societal norms, that expectations around you, you are still a prisoner. Does that make sense? So that is the message from you, from the universe, Capricorn. We are now moving to Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. Let me just fix my hair. If you guys find yourself here, please like, share, and follow. This video will be available on my YouTube live page. So feel free to stay, feel free to go. All right, Aquarius. Universe to Aquarius. What is the message for you? You pulled 10 of Wands, King of Pentacles. What is the 10 of Wands? 5 of Cups. What's the King of Pentacles? Okay. There's an advance when it comes to finances. You're doing great. That's what Spirit wants to tell you. At the same time, you're physically burnt out. What is the 5 of Cups? 9 of Wands. What are you protecting? You are protecting your future. You're protecting, it's almost like you have this vision to make money. So that way you can buy a home. You can feel stable within yourself. You can move out. But at the same time, moving out or like finding a home for yourself, just something, something about like this big purchase, you know it's gonna eat up like some of your finances, and so you're a little bit worried. What else? Advice for Aquarius. Sleep more, reflect more, just take like, I don't know, like 10 to 20 minutes within your time to just lay in bed, close your eyes, and think about it, without so much force. Like when you go to bed, just, you know, think about it. What else? What is the Ace of Wands? Ace of Swords. Spirit's asking you to follow your heart. Follow your heart, and following your heart doesn't have to be complicated. I feel like we make it complicated because we think of everything and anything outside of love. It's like, if you want to meet a person, go meet them. If they don't want to, respect that. What else? I feel like a lot of our overthinking gets in the way of the pursuit of happiness. That's getting in the way a lot. And I see you here like focusing on your money. When you're physically burnt out, you cannot think. So when you want to go to your person, if you want to, it's like you're not showing up the right way, because it almost just feel like, you know, when like, let's say you have 9 to 5, you're tired, right? And then when you're done with work, all you want to do is relax, love, all of that. But it's like, now whoever it is that you're dealing with, they're cold to you because the way you're looking at them is no different from you looking at beer, like some sort of fun time to release you from the negativity, the hardship, the suffering, it's almost like, you know, like releasing a burden. I don't know if that makes any sense. All right, we're like all adults here, right, guys? You know, when like you're tired from work. Let's say this person wants to like have sex, and sex is like such a fleeting moment. And so after that sex, it's like back to being dull. I'm gonna sleep early because I have work tomorrow. So it's kind of like you're using this person as a means of escape instead of like someone equal to you. Like they have a life too. They want to escape too. But like they're not beer. They're not pizza. Like there's a time and place to dedicate for you and this person to like, I don't know, just pretty much creating a space where like sex, dining with them, spending time with them is sacred. The day is sacred. But I feel like you've used this person as a means of escaping your own reality and then going back to it, not seeing them for anything else but that. So it feels like it's almost like you, I don't know, it just feels trash. I'm not gonna lie. It feels like trash. So that makes you trash, Aquarius. I'm sorry. I don't like this. Ugh. So if you don't see that good progress in your relationship, just know that you're a big reflection of that. So you gotta reflect on who you are. That's what I have for you. Moving on to Pisces. Sorry, that was such a weird reading. Yeah. Pisces. What do we have for you, Pisces? What is the universe message for Pisces? Guys, if you find yourself here, please like, share, and follow. I do this every Thursdays. All signs, Aries to Pisces. If you don't see your sign right now at this moment, you can come back to this page. It'll be up on my live section. Pisces. Universe to Pisces. Ten of Cups. Four of Wands. It's the Four of Wands. Okay, I'm talking to a Pisces here who has a family. What do you want to know, though? I feel like there's a facade happening. It's like you're showcasing in the world where like you have a happy family, or happy, but like deep inside you're like, I want to get out of this home. It's almost like when you're at home, you feel like you have to protect yourself, but it's like no one has to feel that way, because when you're at home you should be your most comfortable, at your most comfiest. But it's like, no. Why? What's happening? What's the Six of Cups? What's the Six of Cups? I feel like you're crying over someone from the past. I feel like there's a sense of regret that you should have invested in this person, but only now you're realizing their value and worth. And if you had known that, what you know now, then you wouldn't be in this current family situation that you're in, and you're finding yourself very unhappy. That's what I'm getting. Advice for Pisces. What's the Six of Wands? Oops. It's pretty much saying that even if you don't know where you're going, follow where you're being led to, and communicate. Get out of the situation if it's not making you happy. But I feel like you're staying here for the sake of money, finances, stability. So what else? What does Pisces need to do? Two. So Pisces, you need to follow your heart and know that a stable heart is a stable reality. A stable reality without a stable heart is always going to be met with a crumble foundation sooner or later. So if you have this knowing now, take action. You know what I mean? 1313. That's what I'm getting. Follow this new beginning, even if it's not a clear path. An unclear path is a clean slate in itself. So have fun, kind of like following the signs from the universe, because the universe always surprises us with greater things than beyond what we can imagine. So that is what I have for everyone, all signs, Aries to Pisces. You guys, thank you for spending the 25th with me. Merry Christmas for all of those who celebrate. Merry Thursdays for everyone who doesn't. Thank you for supporting my channel. Again, if you guys find yourself here, like, share, and follow. Make sure to follow me on YouTube and TikTok. This will be available. Stay tuned for weekend part 2 on my shorts tomorrow. All right. Have a great night, guys. Bye.